There I am. All right. So I decided to go live tonight as opposed to post the video that I was going to do. And it's because I had a sad day, bad day. And who better to share it with than you folks? And maybe you can give me some input as to, I don't know, I'll wait till some people get in the room and then we'll start going over my crappy day. How's that grab you? Well, that's a good question. Unfortunately, there is a gentleman that I knew back in the day, and I'm going to keep everybody and everything in this anonymous because to be honest with you, I don't have all the information yet. But I will be doing a follow-up video on all of the stuff that we're going to talk about tonight, and I will get your comments just as quick as humanly possible. But I thought I'd make a little pitch first that there was a death of a guy that I knew back in the day. I haven't had contact with him in years. To be quite frank with you, I wasn't even aware that he was back in country because he was one of those guys that went back to America, 6 months, came out here, 6 months. Anyway, this gentleman, him and I were acquaintances. We weren't dear friends. And I heard that 3 days ago he had passed away. And of course, I sent my condolences on the post on Facebook, and that was about that. Anyway, I got a call today from someone who is dealing with it. And this person told me that he has been put in the crematorium, and the crematorium wants him out because he's been there 3 days. Trying to see how I can put this without it being disrespectful at all. He was in the hospital. He passed from cancer apparently, and then he went to the mortuary, and the mortuary then sent him to the crematorium. When he passed away, nobody had anything. He had a live-in girlfriend, and of about 8 months, from what I understand. Again, I'll get updates on all this tomorrow. And it's Sunday here in the Philippines. So I got a phone call from a young lady that's been trying to navigate this and help the girlfriend. And this gentleman, when he passed, he didn't leave any information. In other words, he didn't leave any contact information for family and friends. They had his wallet. They sent me over his driver's license from America, from the Philippines, and a copy of his passport, which I requested. Um, I'm a liaison with the embassy in Manila. And so when things like this happen, this is part of the deal of being a liaison to help guys get repatriated or help them with their Social Security if possible. We've managed to pull a few of those off. And this is the first time that I've had to deal with someone dying. So the mortuary is supposed to contact the embassy of any citizen that dies. So if an American dies, they're supposed to contact the embassy. If an Australian, Brit, you get the drift. If someone like that passes, they're supposed to contact the embassy. That's part of the drill. I don't believe that happened, but that's why I'm leaving the name of the mortuary out because I don't know if they did or they didn't. Again, more information will be available to me tomorrow. Um, so, when this young lady called me today and asked me to help her, I sent an email off to the embassy, not expecting a response. And 5 minutes later, I got one. And then I got a message on Messenger from the gentleman at the embassy that he requested some more information. And the good news is that he's going to be on it first thing tomorrow morning, Monday morning, and I'm sure that it'll get resolved. I think that what I took away from all of this is that number one, you should be registered with the embassy. I've preached that a few times. Um, I feel that this man died. It's not like he got into an accident and died suddenly. He had been sick for some time. And again, I don't want to be disrespectful to him. However, I think it would have been prudent that he possibly think of the others around him in the event of his demise and leave some information as far as how to access his money, who to call, what to do. I've also heard, and I haven't verified, so I hate to put it out there, that his family was contacted, um, and they didn't want anything to do with it. And really, what they need is a power of attorney saying that it's okay for the crematorium to move forward and cremate this poor fellow. Um, and if they won't do it, then the embassy, I believe, has the ability, once trying to contact loved ones, next of kin, friends, etc., they do their level best to do that. And if they are not successful, then I believe, again, I'll be able to verify more of this tomorrow, and I'll do a follow up on all this. Um, they'll be able to sign off on it, say, yeah, take care of it. And they'll probably send a representative, or they may send me over to do something. I don't know. So that's what's going on with that. And it seems like when it rains, it pours. And then today, I had a conversation with someone that May and I love very much, and learned that one of the spouses is extremely ill and will probably, and it's not looking good. I don't want to say it will probably do anything because, again, I don't know. So that was kind of a little hit to the belly today. And May got very upset because we're very close with these people. And so we're just hoping and praying that everything goes well and that that issue gets remedied. Um, and to top it off, as I was driving down to meet somebody today to work on this, an elderly couple I was on my bike, and an elderly couple was driving their bike, and they had a big box of lanzones, which is fruit that grows out here in between them. There was a dog laying in the middle of the road, or on the side of the road rather, and the gentleman driving the bike wasn't paying attention. The dog did nothing wrong. A lot of times most of the times we can blame the dogs because they run out of nowhere and you don't have time to do anything and you whack them and you go down and the dog goes down. Well, this guy just wasn't paying attention and he just hit the dog. And the dog, of course, screamed in agony and went gimping across the road into the yard. And the neighbors that were out, I stopped my bike, of course. Other people stopped, came out. I just sort of stayed back because I don't know how to speak the language and I'd probably just get in the way. And the people were fine. Good news is I stuck around for about 10 minutes and they got the bike up and they got up. They didn't have any road rash. Nothing was broken. They were actually kind of smiling, more embarrassed than anything else. And I have two dogs and I'm a dog lover. So, of course, I was grateful that the people weren't harmed. They were more embarrassed, I think, than anything. But I felt agonized about this poor dog, and I couldn't do anything about it. It wasn't my dog. And it's just tough to see creatures like that in agony. And nobody seemed to care. I told May, I said, because she wasn't with me, I said, she goes, oh, yeah, they don't care about the dogs. They're concerned about the people, but no, I don't know. It's just one of those things here in the Philippines where we paint a lot of rosy pictures and sunshine and rainbows. But there are some stuff out here that will get under your skin. And that's one of them is sort of the disregard for animals and the mistreatment of animals. There's so much more could be done about that. What else happened? So we've got this poor guy that's passed away and he's just decomposing. The crematorium wants him out. And our good friends are suffering from a malady of one of the partners, and we're hoping and praying for that. And that's about it. So I have a couple of videos I was going to launch today, and I thought, no, we'll wait. So let me get to some comments. I'm sorry I've been ignoring you and just rambling on. Well, hi there, Michael, Roger, Mortimer Duke. Hi from Australia. What's up, Paul? Hope all is well with you and baby May. Everything is fine with us. It's just been one of those days, and I don't know why I'm sharing bad news with you, but I feel like you guys are my friends, so why not? And it is a day in the life in the Philippines. It's not all cocktails and beach resorts and, girls in bikinis. It's life. Oklahoma's here. Good to see you. Good morning, John. It's actually 8 o'clock in the evening here. Hello, Mr. Paul. Sorry for your crappy day. Well, thank you very much, Al. It's now it's our crappy day. So, anyway, hi, Danny. Danny is the gentleman that actually brought this whole thing to my attention. So thank you for that, Danny. And but he's not the person I talked to. Everybody else is going to remain anonymous. And people, places, and things will remain anonymous. Hola. Thank you. Yeah, it happens, right? That's just life. I was also going to do a members only deal, and I couldn't figure out how to make it work. So I'm going to do a members only video. There's 48 members on the little channel at the super high price of 99 cents. And the reason I created that was not to beat you guys out of 99 cents. It was to create a smaller community. And I was trying to do this live stream, to be honest with you, on members only. But I couldn't figure out how to do it. So I think I had to download some stuff. And this is a last minute deal. And you know the rest. I'm old and decrepit. Costa Rica's here. That is very cool. Guam is here. That's awesome. Landed in Manila from Chicago last night. Jet lag is a pain. Talk to me, Daddy. I hear you. Good evening from Marikina, Philippines. Well, thank you, Oscar. Thank you very much. It's not my loss, really. I have to be clear on this. This gentleman was an acquaintance, and I knew him back in the day. And we actually have a very funny history that maybe I'll do a little eulogy or something for him in the future. And I'll share the way that him and I are connected, which, I don't want to speak out of turn right now. So anyway, I think what I'm trying to get across here is it rattled me to the point where I realized I've been remiss. I'm a big boy, I can admit it. I've been thinking and thinking and thinking, hey, what if something happened to me? How would May access my money and this and that and the other? Well, I started last month with her moving money over on my Zoom account from the bank account. But I thought, what I need to do is get her dialed in with my debit card. And I think the way that I'm going to do it, you guys feel free if you've got a better idea. I think what I'm going to do is just go to an attorney and make up a will. You should have a will anyway, right? But everything goes to May, so there's nobody else involved, and the kids have got a separate thing in America. But as far as all of this stuff here, it's May's, and she doesn't know my PIN number, and she should. But I'm reticent to put that on a picture or film or a video or a piece of paper, just in the event it gets lost or put in the wrong hands or something like that. So this is my idea, guys. And you tell me what you think. I think I'll go to an attorney and say, listen, this is all my stuff. These are my PIN numbers. These are my codes. This is how she does this. This is how she does that. And then I will have her make a video of me doing everything so she can refer it. And then we also have her brother, my brother-in-law, and her sister. We also have another sister. I think that having two or three people with that information that I trust is prudent, and just go from there. All right, so where was I here? And then as far as the folks on the motorbike, I don't know what to say. It happens. I just feel bad for the doggy. These live streams are never good. Well, okay. It is sad, David. Thank you for that. And I don't mean to sit here and crack everybody or crap everybody out. I thought it was important, though. I kind of needed to get it off my chest. And you folks are sort of like my friends. I feel like I could talk to you guys. And it just is what it is, I suppose. Um, I'm looking for feedback. And I promise I will keep you posted on what happens with the embassy. And we'll get that thing rolling. Um, I think that's going to end well. I think that's going to get handled. I think if we just get some, three heads are better than two and four are better than three. And this gentleman at the embassy is really on top of stuff. He's very proactive. He's a super guy to know. And it's always a pleasure to call him. And he just gets stuff done. So, and then the couple that we're close to, or one of them are sick. That all kind of came at us today, one fell swoop. Hi, Andre. Hi, Paul. Where is the coffee? It's right here. Check it out, man. I had a subscriber make that for me. How you like it? Oh, what? It says smash the like button. Likes are free, and make sure you hydrate. Lilith Tate channel. Hi, everyone. I guess Lilith's got a YouTube channel. Hello, Ricky. I'm new to your channel, sir. Your live passed by my wall. Sorry for your loss. Thank you. It really wasn't mine. It was mine in a way, but I feel sorry for the people that are involved trying to really handle this. All I did was send an email and make a few phone calls back and forth, gather a little information, and forward the information to the embassy. And in the morning, I'm really looking forward to getting a resolution to this, because it's stressing out the young lady that's helping the girlfriend. Thank you very much, Byron. I'm doing good, Gary. In reality, relative to other folks, I think we're doing really well. I think we should count our blessings, huh? These are kind of those wake up calls that makes you say, boy, I thought I had a hard day. I'm just hearing about other people's hard days, really. Let's see. What do we got here? That's cool, Gary. It's all good, man. I know, man. That, you know what? I was so happy the people, because they were elderly, man. And the guy just took his eye off the ball. I've done it. I'm elderly. And so many near misses. But when he smacked that dog screamed. And I think it broke its leg or its hip or both, and just kind of limped across the road. And everybody just ignored it. And I feel like, you know what, man, if I had the ability, I would just go over and euthanize the poor thing and put it out of its misery, or get it fixed if possible. Wasn't my place. Not my dog. Dog ran into its house and its own owners were just kind of ignoring it. And that's just one of the brutal things out here. I think that gets under my skin the most is the mistreatment of animals. It's just not like it is where I come from. Now I'm fully aware that I'm not where I came from, so I have to accept that. But it's a tough one. especially if you love animals. Yeah, it's a rough day, man. But you know what? The rough day is really with the other people. It didn't depress me, but it just sort of like put me in the dumps for the rest of the day. I was going to shoot a video tonight about a topic that I've been wanting to talk about. I just didn't have it in me. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go on live and complain. I think it's more proactive outlook with the dogs, just down to the real. I think that's more a province outlook with the dog. It's just down to the reality of life, hardships. I agree with you. I agree. People have it hard as human beings out here. And so, the animals are secondary. May's mother doesn't like dogs at all. May, on the other hand, is like me. She can't get enough of our little doggies and other dogs too. She's always upset when she sees, the dogs covered with mange and all that. A friend of mine, Richard Guthrie, I will name him. He has these pills. He works at the animal shelter, and he throws these pills out. The dogs eat them, and it's to help with the mange and all that. He gets the pills from the animal shelter he volunteers at. My sweet little doggies are just fine. They're just as mean as hell, and they're two opposites, man. I mean, they're a trip. That's life in the fills. That's right. Hi, Daryl. I'm assuming they need the money to pay for the cremation. Can you say how much that is? I believe the embassy will take care of that. So I don't think there's going to be any money that needs to change hands anywhere. The embassy will take care of that, but I'll clarify and verify that. Oh, I almost forgot the coup de grace. I talked to my friend Derek, Q Adventures. He's been dealing with a homeless man, and this is a British fellow who's in his 90s, homeless, and suffering pretty much from dementia. And Derek did a great job of showing the man's plight. He did raise funds for this gentleman on his channel, Q Adventures. Um, they have enough money to buy him a plane ticket back to Britain. They have like 300 left over to put into his pocket. They've been feeding him, they've been sheltering him, they've been clothing him, they've been bringing him up to speed, which is the humanitarian thing to do. So once again, my hat's off to Derek over at Q Adventures. But he's also severely late on he's overstayed his visa like 3 or 4 years. And so Derek and I chatted this morning about that issue. And I recommended that he go down to immigration, or better yet, go see JRC. Derek is in Cebu. So JRC, which is Visa Consulting Agency out here, we have one in Dumaguete. I think they have 6 or 7 offices around the Philippines, one in Cebu. I told him to please go in there and talk to JR, who has been on my channel and the Filipino Peace channel and somebody else's channel. Anyway, he's got a visa consulting agency, and maybe he would be able to shed some light on that and step in and help them, or just go straight to immigration and see what they want to do. I told Derek that there's nothing here that money can't solve, and so it may come down to an issue of money in that situation. And if it does, then we'll do something where maybe I'll do a video and direct you over to Q Adventures. Atlanta, Georgia is here. Hate to say this, but the Philippines treats dogs as food in some parts. I agree. Um, they are they are down on the chain. It's not the same here as it is in the States. And I was well, I was going to do a video about reasons maybe you shouldn't move to the Philippines, but I'm kind of giving some of it away right here, which is fine. But there are some sights and sounds and conditions that may put you off to the Philippines. It's not nirvana, And hopefully I've never claimed that it is. Now, it's done miracles for me in my life. It's turned everything around for me. However, there are things that will wear on you. And I think forewarned is forearmed. Watching the bad news from Florida. I'm sorry it's bad news, Bruce, but you know what? It's reality, it's the truth, it's life. And that's what I want to do here. Just being honest with you. Hello from Dumagetti. Yo, yo, Joe. Paul and Baby May. All right. Good evening from Luzon. Hey to the Okie, my home state, the path of life. Yeah, Chong. Hello, my friend. Hello to you, Rick Monroe. Hello from Guam. Good evening, Paul. I'm from Malaysia. Sorry to hear the bad news. Well, thank you very much. Um, the wifey and I are planning to come to Malaysia. Maybe we can get together. Just got here. Can you recap what happened? Thanks, Paul. I've already said a lot, so maybe you can just watch the first part of it. It's only about 20 minutes long, I think. But there's been some issues with death and sickness and dogs. Connecticut's here. 105 degrees in the UK. Is it really? Is that what that means? 105 in the UK? 105? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Vermont is here. Hey, Paul, don't overthink it, brother. Take it easy. It's a shame the person passed away and didn't leave any kind of information. It's kind of selfish, but who knows how he was treated. Yeah, man. I don't take it really hard. It's not like him and I were besties, you know. I knew him. Again, I do have a funny relationship with him. It was all good. It's just we had an unusual connection, if I can say that much. And maybe one day I'll tell the story. I was thinking today how many stories I could tell and don't. It's really funny. Um, but this is not the time or the place for that. Uh, but yeah, a little selfish. You can register with the embassy. You can leave with someone you trust, names, numbers, etc. If there's someone you really trust, or you're married, or you have a significant other, or I don't know, just some way to access your accounts. Maybe the guy died with nothing in the bank. Maybe the guy died with $250,000 in the bank, and he'd like it to go to somebody, but they can't access it. So I don't know. One of those tough ones, you know, because he was with this woman, I believe, 8 months. So I don't think the level of trust was there. You don't just give out your PIN number to somebody that I don't know the nature of their relationship. I know her name, and that's it. Mike in UK says hi. Michael Johnson, my husband from Chicago too. Hey, my friend, how are you? I'll bet it is. Good morning from Boca Raton, Florida. Yes, the will make things easier. I agree. I think it's, you know what, even if you just sketch something out on a piece of paper, not go to an attorney and leave it with someone you trust, or leave, in my case, I could just leave it with May in an envelope and say, here, open this in case something happens to me. Um, Take it to someone that can help you. Um, Anything, just to make life simpler. Because you know what, you need to think about the ones you're leaving behind. And if someone you love passes, then they should be able to focus on grieving that and not dealing with a bunch of extracurricular stuff that just complicates it all. It's tough enough as it is. The Buddy Show is in town. Gotta love Buddy. Buddy and I had a nice hamburger together. Good morning, Hillbilly. Yeah, the embassy is a pleasure for me to do. Don't get I get a lot of knucklehead stuff from people that I can't help. They write to me about things that doesn't apply. And that's fine. I just tell them how it is. But the embassy thing is primarily if you die like this, they get us involved. And fortunately, the man at the embassy, I'm just a contact, I'm just a phone number guy. I just write emails and kind of send a report. They may send me down to the crematorium if they need me to do something. I'll be happy to go. If somebody is hospitalized, if somebody's in jail, I can have the ability to go down and gather information from them, which is easy to do. And then if somebody has an issue with, a lot of deals have been with Social Security, so we've been able to work out two or three people that were having problems getting signed up or getting their check or some sort of entanglement that they buttered up, but we got it straightened out for them. So that's very fulfilling. I'm the big winner in that. Seems like a lot of illness and health issues in the Philippines. Is it poor health care or air quality or something else? Well, this gentleman passed away from what I've been told. I still need to validate and verify. Cancer. Um, but I don't take your comment lightly. There is a lot of respiratory issues in the Philippines. Everybody, I shouldn't say everybody, but the vast majority of people that I encounter and meet have complained at one time or another of having chest issues, needing antibiotics, upper respiratory infections. There is a ton of pollution out here if you go down on the floor. Now, I live up in the mountains, so I get fresh air and a lot of rain, but there's also a lot of pollen from weird, tropical plants that my body's probably not immune to or has never been exposed to. And so that being the case, I think that creates a lot of those issues also. Hello from Bahal. Thank you for coming along. Good morning. We're on track to be over there in the middle of January. Boy, I've been hearing about a lot of guys coming over the first of the year. I think what the method behind the madness there is you guys are wanting to get through Christmas with the family and all that, or the fact that flying at Christmas time is psycho at best and expensive. So I don't blame you. I think January, February is a much better time to come over. So great. That's good to hear. Living trust is better. There you go. Maybe I'll talk about that. Yeah, I'll talk to an attorney about that. I mean, just ask questions, right? Yes, please get a lawyer and draw it all according to Philippines law. I think you're right. I think that was my first inclination, and I think I should follow through with it. First contact, but I appreciate you and your channel. I'll be back. Well, thank you, Richard. Giving your brother-in-law access to your PIN numbers and outline banking power is dangerous. Um, that could be. Um, I know the man, so it's it's a matter of degrees, isn't it? I like the idea of having a backup. Maybe what I can do is with the lawyer have him give it to May, and then I don't know. I have to think it through. I just like to have a plan B. Oh well, thank you, Lyle, very much. Appreciate you, sir. Let's see, Paul. Go to law firms first one lawyer because the lawyer can go too. The firm will be there. Hopefully, sadly, no one gets out of there with alive. Sadly, no one gets out of here alive. That's true. None of us get out alive, do we? It's one thing that's for sure. We're all gonna have the same end. Not sort of. We are your friends. Well, thank you very much for that. I really do feel like the YouTube community is just that. It's a community of people that I've had just such a privilege of being able to talk to. Um, Chatted up a gentleman, called me up, and we just had a nice conversation. It was like we'd known each other all of our lives. Well, thank you, Hillbilly, very much. I will have a coffee. Thank you, sir. What happened? I just joined. Well, I'm going to let you watch the replay. Here's the first 25 minutes of it, I'll tell you. Let's see. Interested in your life there. Okay, Sean. Cool. Life is interesting here. A lot of challenges, A lot of ups, a lot of downs. Not a lot of downs, really, more ups than downs. I guess that's the good news. There's a lot less contention here than where I came from back in America, North America, for you tourists. And you know what? I need to give you guys a shout out. Thank you so much for all the subscribers that have joined on recently, and more importantly, I think those of you that have been with me for years. Um, I did the little membership thing just to create even a smaller, closer community. And I was going to do just live streams like this with members only. And as soon as I figure out how to do that, I promise I will. But I'm also going to do some videos, I decided. I have some, and they'll be short little videos, but I have some funny ideas that I can do with the wifey. Hi, Paul. I've noticed that about people and animals. Our dogs are like children to me. I'm glad you and May are doing well. Thank you. Yeah, our dogs are like kids. I mean, and they're actually better than kids. I have both. Dogs are like just happy you're home. You know, they're kind of low maintenance. Uh, everything you feed them, they eat. There's no, they don't have to take them to school. Just I'm going with the dogs. Sorry, but I feel the news of the dog suffering and not getting help is what actually hitting me the hardest. Breaks my heart to see how these little people there care about dogs and their animals. I got to agree with you, Bruce. I'm almost ashamed to say it, but the folks that fell down, the elderly folks that fell off their bike just dropped over, and their basket of fruit, went on the road. But everybody went out and got them back up and dusted off. They were actually smiling, and I was looking at the dog, and my heart was aching for it. I wanted to either help it or put it out of its misery, but nobody seemed to care. It's just a different vibe out here on that stuff. Yeah, hit the like button. I'm sorry I'm not more enthusiastic about all that. This is kind of one of those. This is kind of the first time where I've been kind of in a funky mood, and I've always told myself, don't do a video and don't do a live stream when you're not, in tip top shape. But for some reason, I just felt like talking to you guys. What happened, Paul? I just came on. I hope you and me are okay. We're fine. There's been a death out here. If you don't mind, you can watch the beginning of the video when it recycles. Um, there was a death out here. We're dealing with that. The man left without really making it easy for anybody. I have some friends that one of the spouses is looking bad, looking ill, and we're hoping for the best there. There's a homeless guy in Cebu that we're trying to help. Or Derek, my friend Derek with Q Adventures is helping. He just called me today to get some information, some advice. So I helped him the best I could as far as that went. And something else. Good morning, Randy. Paul, put all that stuff. We'll be prepared. Yep. Yep. They went down the wrong pipe. Sorry, they went down the wrong pipe. Let's see. We have just lost 4 people, 2 funerals in the same morning. I'm so sorry to hear that. There have been. I got to thinking today, how many guys have passed since I've been here? It's got to be a dozen, and most of them are younger than me, and most of them passed from illness or a heart attack or something like that. I mean, no car accidents that I can recall. I've seen guys damaged big time on motorbike accidents, but I can't think of one death from that. It's always been illness or, yeah, illness. Just turned on. Well, thanks for coming in, man. Keeping the safe. Yeah, yeah, we do have a safe. Let's say Mark Thornton and Jen will have a baby. Does May want a baby also? Time to get to work, Paul. uh, well, yeah, May wants a baby. Um, I told May when I met her I didn't, and she accepted that. So ta-da and yippee! are the pseudo babies. And I congratulate Mr. Thornton and his lovely wife on their upcoming event. I'm sure it'll be a blessed event and a beautiful baby. I wish them nothing but happiness, and I'm sure the baby will be a great addition to their life. But it's not in the cards for me. I don't feel it's not really used to be that I was so selfish that I didn't want to deal with it. But now, because it's so important to me, I would. I'm actually kind of changing my mind. However, I don't think it's fair at my age. How long am I going to be around? You know, I'm 68. I think the average age of a guy like me dying is 77. Was that 9 years? So if she got pregnant tomorrow, I'd be dead. And the kid was 8, according to the law of averages. I just don't think it's fair. Um, but, you know, it's up to God. From Canada is here. Good old Canada. Anybody who has lived here should know there's thousands of homeless moms with babies living in the street, and you want them to help dogs. Let's keep everything in perspective. I think the perspective is possibly lost on you, BB. Oh, yeah, the poor doggy. Treat my birdie like a queen. Well, good. Give Birdie a pet for me, will you? I'm glad that they had you to turn to in this time. Oh, yeah, it's my pleasure. Really, it is. My wife keeps telling me, you know, Paul, you all retired. I keep going off in this direction to that direction. But I enjoy doing it. It's gives me purpose. It gives me something to do. It keeps my mind off of me. When I get involved with thinking about me is when I get unhappy because I'm never going to be tall enough or good looking enough or rich enough or fast enough. And you think about if I think about myself all the time, it turns into a shit show, pardon my French. But if I think about other people and what they're going through and what they're doing, and maybe you get the privilege of lending a hand here and there, and an encouraging word, what's wrong with that? Helps me. Hey, Paul from Mississippi. I remember learning how to spell in Mississippi when I was a little kid. It was quite the contest. Don't get a pet unless you can treat it well. You know what I'm proud to tell you is, on that note, is I watched a little video from a guy that says 4 things to show you that your dogs are happy and you're a good dog owner. And we pass with flying colors. What do? They're constantly leaning on us. They like touching us. They sleep on our clothes when we're not around so they can smell us. They're excited as hell when we walk in, and something else that they do. Oh, they're constantly um, licking you, and just they look in your eye when you look at them, and you're scratching them. They make direct eye contact. That was it. And my doggies do all that with both of us. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself an attaboy because it says dog dad. And same thing with May. She treats those things like princesses. Good evening from all of us in the United States. My wife has finally made it here. Awesome sauce. Hello, old dog. Hello, John Blaze TV. Just tuned in. What happened? You're the 5th person that wants me to repeat myself. I'm going to have to ask you to watch the replay. It's all in the first 20 minutes. Well, you may have a baby. I think you already asked me that. You already went over that. Hey, Paul, I'm Paul. Nice to meet you, Paul. My bird flies free all day because she deserves to be free. To be free, maybe. I had a bird once. I had a cockatiel. Texas is here. How's it going in Texas? Do you have health insurance in the Philippines? No, I don't. I self-insure. May has PhilHealth. Okay, so it's 5:12 a.m. What exactly happened? I'm coming in from the tail end of this. No, you just get in the middle of it, I think. We went on at 8 o'clock here. It's 8:35. So first 10, 15 minutes of the video, when it replays, you may get all caught up. Well, you and May, you keep asking me the same question. think I answered it the first time. So much pain in the world, it breaks my heart. Yeah, there is. Well, I could go on for 2 hours about that, but I'll spare you all. What happened again? This is the most popular question. First 15, 20 minutes will tell you in the video if you want to hang in there and watch the replay. Good day from Louisiana. Thank you for informing the important information of living in a different country. Enjoy the live stream of you and Bud Brown. Yeah. Hope you two will be able to do another one soon. I just spoke to Bud today, and we will be doing another live stream together. That was really enjoyable. What was goofy was that it was Bud's live stream, and he has this special button to where it streams on my channel. And I think like 10 people unsubscribed from my channel off that live stream because I didn't know I wasn't in charge of the comments. And I think if you don't answer comments, people get irritated. Or maybe they just didn't like us. So anyway, I told Bud I'm not doing that again, but I will do a live stream because I do want to answer the comments. And I'll probably do a recorded video with Bud. And there's all kinds of things we can do because he's got all that whiz bang stuff. Let's see, the UK will pay for a ticket for him to get to the UK. Yeah, I don't know where again, I'm not really as involved in that as Derek is. So to summarize, for those that were asking what's going on, there's a homeless guy in Cebu that we're trying to help. There's a gentleman that passed away here that we're trying to get married. There's a good friend that is married and one of the spouses is very ill. And some old people hit a dog today on a motorbike. So that was my day. How about you? Hi, Paul. How you doing, my brother? If you mix to my comment, I will be shocked. I know. I am so guilty about getting comments. I just talk too much. I do wish you a baby made well. Thank you so much, Zane. You've always been there, buddy. It's so cool to see. Like I said, it's just so cool to see people that, I've known. I feel like I know you guys. I know you feel like you know me, but having a Filipino to be a beneficiary of Social Security pension and 401k banking is very difficult with having this. That's true. But there's a way to do it. And I'm going to dig deeper into that. And you don't have to take them to America, I think. I think that's available. They would get it when they're 60 or 62, I think. And the usual course of action is to go to America with them. I think they have to spend 5 years there or 3 years. There's a time. I always get it confused. And then they would get a social and all that happy stuff. Right now, taking May to America is just prohibitive cost-wise. What part of Louisiana, John? Okay, John, there's one for you. The Bahamas is with me. I always want to go to the Bahamas. Mark and Jen, okay. Well, you know what, Chief? I haven't done this in so long. What do I do this? I am going to put you in a timeout. I don't block people, but you keep asking the same question, bro. So this is called a timeout. I haven't done that in months. Hello from Mississippi Outpost. Hello again from Mississippi Outpost. Smash the like button. We don't know why. We just ask that you do it, and we don't want anybody injured. So bend at the knees and hydrate. Mississippi Outpost is saying hello. Mississippi Outpost, I'm going to time out again. Man, it's been a long time since I've had to do that. It's not the day to screw with me, Mississippi Outpost. Let's see, where was I? Okay. I'm a dog lover. Michelle's brother had a dog that required vet care. He wasn't too fussed. Dog covered in ticks became anemic. Anyway, couldn't bear it, brought the dog from him and took to the vet. Yeah. I have a friend of mine that does the same thing. Of course, he can only do so much, but he does have a habit of picking up strays and rehabbing them. I believe, Paul, part of the reason people don't care for the dogs the way we do in the West because they just don't have the money to take them to the vet and they just learn to ignore them. I have to concur with you on that, my friend. Um, it's kind of the old eat or be eaten theory. You know, they are poor. They're worried about themselves. They're worried about their kids. It's the priorities. And we're such an affluent nation, um, not just America, but around the world. There's so many affluent nations where hell, the animals get treated and a lot of the kids in the world. So yeah, I know the quandary. Ciao, Paul. Yeah, babe. Sorry for the loss. Thank you. Less the zero, more like 15. Hi from the Bahamas again. There are two pet care businesses near me, at least some here love their pets. Well, yeah, there is the money issue too about it. It's easy to love dogs, man. I mean, they just give, don't they? They just give. They don't care. You know what? You get in the car, they don't care where we're going. They just want to go. You come home, they act like you've been gone forever. You can walk to the mailbox, come back, and it's like a big, big ceremony. I keep telling my wife, how come you don't greet me like that when I walk in the door? First live cast. Wow, cool. Alrighty. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever done a live this time of night. I usually do it like in the morning from here. Cyprus, saying a prayer for you, Paul. Thank you so much. Actually, it's not for me. I'm just kind of like the reporter, but appreciate that, man. Panama City, Florida, checking in. Thank you for doing that. Good afternoon from Belgium. Good evening from Melbourne. Wow. Nation, we're around the globe today. Raleigh, North Carolina in the house. Alaska. I always wanted to go to Alaska. From the UK, Great Britain, is that what that is? Thank you, sir. But I'm close to Newtown. So many people here have money than the average person in the Philippines. Okay. What's up, Paul? Well, Andy, it's a long story. Good evening, Paul. Oh, my friends, how are you? Happy to catch you live, man. I just returned from Thailand and enjoyed it just as you and May did. You guys are rocking. We had so much fun when we met you up in Elo. I'm glad you had a great time. Make sure you guys check out Philippines in full effect. He's got a good lemonade story. My partner has my sister's phone number and she's got power of attorney. There you go. Backup plan, right? Yeah. Good morning, old dog. I have a living trust with the power of attorney. This is starting to sound better and better. Thank you guys for the input. I'm not that smart when it comes to these sort of things. Hi from the Bahamas again. What what is that beeping? I don't hear anything beeping. I have a fan on. Something beeping. Oh, it might be a cricket. I think we have a cricket in here. So I don't think I can get up and kill it right now. Hello from Chiang Mai. I just watched your first interview with expat John from 3 years ago. He was a different man then, so full of hope and potential. Any updates? I actually have an entire playlist on John. So if you go to my channel, go to their playlist and hit expat John. It's got them the whole show in consecutive videos from the first one to the last one. Hi, Paul. I'm always checking your new videos. You are a great and honorable man. I am our follower from Thailand. Well, thank you very much, Eli. Hi, George. How long does the longest visa last, and how much does it cost? Um, the initial visa that most guys get, which I got, I've changed mine over since, but is called a tourist visa, and that will last you up to 3 years. And the cost on that, I'm going to say, is approximately $400 to $450 per year. Let's see here. Okay, there's Randy. saying hi. Staying out from the sun too long and then coming inside an air-conditioned room. My experience causes cold and congestion. That's a good point. We do have a tendency to chase air conditioning over here, and we do go from hot to cold. I never thought of that. That's a good idea. Howdy, James. The dude abides. Loved your live chat with Bud Brown. Thank you so much. It was actually his live chat. It's a long story. What's the update? It's in the first part of the live stream, Buzz. I'm trying to get through comments. I like that you are not overselling the Philippines, just being real. Appreciate that. Yeah, I try to do that, man. Arabella, maybe I should say young lady. And it's not nirvana. There's good and bad everywhere. There are guys that are here 5, 6, 7 years like me, and some of them are getting worn out. There's the nonstop poverty. There's the nonstop infrastructure. There's the sameness of it all. There's the slowness. There's a lot of things that it's almost like it drips on you. Nothing smacks you in the face, but it just drips on you. And I think it's healthy and something that my wife and I do. And what I've done ever since I got here, with the exception of the COVID time, we don't want to go there, do we? I got the hell out of the country for every year. I just got out. And you know what happened? I missed it. I was gone 2 or 3 weeks. It was like, okay, this is cool. This is good food. This is good internet. This is good infrastructure. This has really got a neat scenery. But I want to go home. I want to go home to do Maggette. I want to get back. I miss the people. In regards to that dog, I guess you can teach an old dog new tricks. Yeah. Good evening from the Netherlands, Paul. Good to hear things are improving for the British gentleman. Yes. Y'all are the best. Just heartwarming. I did nothing for him, but yes. A thumbs up, shout out, Derek, Q Adventures, helping that man. And all I did was give him, what I think the next step should be. Hi, Paul. I am in RI. What is that? Is that Rhode Island? Been following you over 2 years. Wow. I enjoy listening to your stories and have an awesome vocabulary that incorporates a lot of empathy. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you very much, George. Bill Ramsey says, hello, this is my first time watching you live. I am coming there in about a year after I figure out everything I need to. I need to do it right. Oh, what's the fun in that? Good for you, Bill. We'll see you in a year, man. I'm sure you'll make it happen. Which state you come from in the United States? Okay, I was born in Southern California, and I lived there for approximately 31 years. And then I moved to Nevada, and I lived there for another 31 years. So they have it. And at 62, I got the hell out and came here. A righteous man hath regard for the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. Amen. Paul, wishing you and your viewers all the best. Thank you very much. I can't extend enough gratitude to you guys. Hi, Paul. Greetings from Bantanyan Island, Cebu. Come up sometime. It's a little quiet gem off the tourist radar. Good to talk about organizing something for when we kick off. Cool, man. We just came back from Cebu. Out of the theme here, but Social Security COLA goes active December 31st, 3.2% raise based on President's SSA check. If you have an SSA internet account, you will receive an email during December 23rd. You are correct, Yo-Yo Joe. I think the average is $50 or something like that. And then there's a $10 raise on Part B. So whatever you're getting, and if you continued the Part B like I have, knock $10 off of it. Good morning from sunny San Diego. Oh man, San Diego. The memories I have there. Hey Paul, found it so hard with the animals in the Philippines. Love that you highlighted that. Cheers. Yeah. I don't think I've ever talked about it before. I've talked about suicide dogs and made kind of a joke about them. That, you're always ducking dogs and whatnot. But I think that's an important thing. Now that you brought it up, I think it's very important that we bring that to light. It really did bother. It bothered me from day one, man. I saw these dogs in such horrible condition, mange like you wouldn't believe, fleas, ticks. They've been hit by cars and bikes, and they're gimping around. I don't want to put anybody off, but I actually saw a dog crawling on the front two legs while the other two were dragging behind him. Anyway, Lyle Budd got to escape the USA. Non-vax and never will submit. Smuggling my medals to a safe country with family's help. Just a few weeks away. We'll welcome in and appreciate the contribution, brother. Um, Smuggling my medals to a safe country with family's help. I guess that means gold and silver. Hey, we got a YouTube member. All right. I'm doing good, do my best to get your 99 cents worth. As soon as I can figure it out, I'm going to do a live stream for members only, just because it'll be a smaller community. And I'm definitely going to do a video for members only. I'll do short ones, and I'll do some stuff that's a little different from what we normally do. I think I'm going to joke around a little more on those and make them a little, not spicy, but you know what I mean, PG-13. Okay, I'm sorry, I just did that one. But remember, Medicare premiums may increase too. So yeah, it's going to go up $10 from what I understand. Ugh. And they say, well, I won't go there. You should give her a baby so she won't be alone when you're gone. No one knows how long they have on Earth. You could die tomorrow or live to be 100. You make a good point. I'm actually kind of turning on that one. Don't tell her she's in the bedroom. I'm 70, she's 34. We have a 7-year-old son and a 10-year-old daughter. I didn't realize the risks, and we are battling ADHD and autism, which is more prevalent in children of older men. And you know what? That's a good point, man. And I'm sorry to hear that. God bless you. I hope you nothing but the best. I was also concerned about my wifey. She's 38. I don't know. I'd have to Google it, I guess, or Chat GDP or whatever they call it. Look it up. I know there's an age where it can be dangerous for the mother, and May's not the healthiest woman walking around. She has a number of maladies, nothing life-threatening, but you know what I mean. We both do, and that's one of the beauties of being retired. I'll tell you that is we just fade the day sometimes. We go, "What do you want to do today?" And I'm she goes, "I feel lazy," which means she doesn't feel good. And I go, "Okay, want to just hang out?" She goes, "Yeah, okay." If I have an appointment or something, maybe I'll just go meet the person, or I'll just reschedule it if I can. And we enjoy that. I enjoy the freedom of not having to show up. Good morning. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. I think that's awesome. See, we got a little community here talking to one another. Greetings. Well, thank you, JW. Cleveland, Ohio. You're coming in from New Brunswick, Canada. Philip, on his way in. Watch out, ladies. Philip's coming. God bless you and May, Paul. My son wants to move there. He has been to the Philippines. He likes Dumaguete. Awesome. Thank you, Jenny. I was bragging to my friend Michael today. I had a big day today. I talked to a lot of people. And I said 9% of my subscribers are female, which I found to be unusual. It never used to be like that. I really like James Brandt. I really like your videos. Have you ever thought about doing one on final arrangements and recommended options for an expat transitioning? Yeah, I am now. I am now, boss. You betcha. It's on my radar. Um, Absolutely. Yes. Hello from Pittsburgh. BK is in the house. Bangkok. Oh, damn. Marikina City is one of the cities in Metro Manila, Polly. Okay. I have spent almost no time in Manila. I'm not a big city guy. Good evening. Yeah. Good evening to all the old dogs out there. All the crazy people and all the old dogs are very welcome here. Go Astros. I'm not a sports guy, but okay, I'll root for them. The children's helmet giveaway is coming soon. Yes, it is. I think it's 20th. I don't know. I got to get with Knucklehead and find out what day he's finally settled on. His Goldfinger is, what do you tell me? He's got 700 helmets or 500 helmets or something, and 700 kids. And then the school changed something, and it was the date he set was like a Sunday. So he's all jacked up. But I had I got together with him and a few other folks for a fiesta dealio they're having here. My friend Jason was cordial enough to invite us over to a barbecue, and Goldfinger was there with his helmet story. So we'll get the helmet thing figured out too. Good old Goldfinger. I saved a dog from imminent death in, I can't pronounce that, Peru. Nobody from there really cares about dogs either. It makes me physically sick. Yeah. Yeah, it's these developing countries, man. It's just it's a matter of degrees, you know, it's a matter of economics. You eat or the dog eats. Focus on Asia. Missed the topic at hand, tuning in late, but always love seeing you live, Uncle Paul. Hope to get down to Duma this coming year from Pampanga. I hope you do, bro. And if you just catch the first 20 minutes of the replay on this, it'll fill you in. Smashed. You're right. I'll drink to that. Been lazy this month. I haven't done very many videos. Let's see. Good morning, Paul, from New Orleans, Louisiana. The sun is up and shining. 5 years for your foreign wife to receive. Okay, Social Security survivors is not necessarily they spend 3 years as your wife and become a citizen. There was my 5 and there's my 3. Thank you very much for clarifying, Steve. Yeah, there is a way, I think, Steve, of doing it without even going to America. But again, I don't mean I say that I'm wrong because I hear things and then I misconstrue them. Hello, Paul. Mike from York, Pennsylvania. Enjoy your channel, sir. Considering retiring there, learning most I can about them before making the investment of taking a trip there. Well, it is an investment, and I think it's a good one. It's one that you make into yourself. Morning, Paul. I just sat down in my chair where my daughter's cat had puked. Great way to start the day. I'll be there Tuesday. Can't wait. God bless you. By the way, my little dog, puked on May in the car. My little dog gets sick. Well, ta-da, can't wait to get her head out the window. Two totally different personalities. Good evening, Paul. Good to see you live from Small Island. Been here since July. Cool, man. I hope you're loving it. Blessings to you for manning the ropes, dealing with the community's needs. Purpose is personal health care. Got that right. It really does. It's really good for my spirit, at least, to get involved to some degree, where it's not always about me and what am I going to do, what am I going to eat, and blah, blah, blah. Hello. Hello, Paul. I hope to meet you. I'm on the next island and have been following your channel. Well, Lamar, it would be my pleasure. I hope we can do that. Seattle's here. Rich's Adventures. The stray dogs around Pampanga seem more nice than the stray dogs in America. I've never seen that many stray dogs in America, to be honest with you. Not like here. Always be worth more alive than dead. Yeah, they're right. Hello, Paul from Miami, Florida's here. Thank you. Marky Mark. Hey, Paul, I bumped into you in the elevator at Summit Galleria Cebu. I remember that. On my recent holiday, Aussie Filipino. I must say I was a little awestruck. We must meet up next trip to December, mate. I remember you, Mark. Thanks so much, bro. It was fun meeting you. And we were in the elevator. And that was in Cebu. Yeah, when we went down to do the immigration thing. Right on. Nice to see you, man. Revocable trust would be the best way to go. Okay. Well, I'll just get with an attorney and say, what are my options? Good morning, Paul from Pensacola, the West Gate to the Sunshine State. Here's my buddy. She's in bed. Amazing. It's 9 o'clock. We've been on for an hour. Amazing. Total province girl. She gets up with the sun and goes to bed with the sun. Just can't get it out of her. And I'm the same way. Thanks for coming along. By the way, let's see, should I say this or not? I know where you live. I almost moved there. I saw 4 or 5 wiener dogs. Oh, cool. Fenced yard by Silliman Beach this past August when I was there visiting. Very happy dogs. Telling everyone that I was looking in their directions. Wiener dogs were my doggy of choice back in the States. The Shih Tzus that I've got here are much more common. Shih Tzus are very common out here, it seems. Wiener dogs, I don't think I've ever seen one, but I love wiener dogs. In fact, I watch a little Facebook thing, I think it is, called Norman the Wiener Dog. That just reminds me of my little doggies. What's that dang chirping noise you keep hearing? It's so annoying when trying to listen to you. Well, I apologize, Bruce. I think it's a cricket, and I've got a fan on. Hi from Oregon is there. Ooh, Ben & Jerry's. I fasted today. I haven't had a drop of food all day. How you like them apples? It's the 15th. Hello, Paul. What is the ringing sound? I think I got a cricket in here, or you're hearing my fan. I apologize for the audio, guys. Or it's the loose screw in my head. Wifey just used car salesman money. You guys are off your rockers. Well, thanks for that, sick grandpa. Always nice to hear from you. Good morning, everyone. Calling in from Chicago. Sam from Miami is here. Watching from Guyana. Smoke alarm. I don't have a smoke alarm. How you like them apples? Sorry for the chirping, but it's a cricket. Good evening from Puerto Rico. Thanks for coming along. Cincinnati checking in for now. Cebu in the near future. Cool. COVID shots have caused a lot of problems for people. Don't discount that. I can hear the cricket. It's funny because I can't until you pointed it out. It must always be here. It's like I barely hear. There's a lot of noises, ambient noises, dogs, cats, chickens, and I just sort of tuned it out. Great to see you again. You and May were going to be our neighbors a while ago. We moved, and I heard that you decided to stay in your place. Anyway, take care. Oh, you're living over there, Unbreakable Land. It's not a bird. I would know if it was a bird. The dogs would know if it was a bird. Hey, old dog, love your sorry ass and your great channel. That sorry ass is right. First person to be honest with you tonight. Greetings from Denmark, arriving in Philly, 6th of November. Peace out. Back at you, brother. Good evening. And doing now, but leaving in the morning. Be safe. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed it here. I don't play cricket. Hi from the Bahamas. Cool. Look at that. We got a new member. I think I'm up to 50 now. Oops. Been here longer than most Filipinos. Still appreciate your videos. Wow. The first thing that happens when people move here is they stop watching videos. They all tell me that too. They go, I used to watch you. Football starts at 9:30. What time is it now? Let's see. It's 9 o'clock p.m. here. So what, 30 minutes? We should go for another 25 minutes. That'll be an hour and a half. That's enough of me, God knows. I live in Canada, and we have wolves, coyotes, and foxes. Most people don't worry about their ability to get by on their own for some reason. Cultural differences, eh? Good evening, David. You don't understand, I am partially OCD and that noise is driving me crazy, whether it's a cricket, a bird, smoke alarm, pacemaker, etc. Well, oh, maybe read the transcript, buddy. I get it. Hardest part about doing YouTube, audio. It really is. Modest Social Security increase, yeah. Yeah, it's only 3.2, and they're going to bang you for $10 on Part B. Todd thanks. Now I feel welcome being special and crazy. Yeah, thank you very much. We were in the Philippines last year this time. My husband is Filipino. I was not impressed, and we have traveled all over. I found there to be so little infrastructure to help people and tourists. Mel, it's not for everybody. I say that a lot. Turn off the volume and turn on closed captioning. There you go. Yeah, I apologize, but I got Jiminy the Cricket here somewhere. Now I hear him. See, now you guys got me hearing him. Let's see, I'm glad you're there to help the old and dying dead. It seems that's where you old guys are going to die. I hope so. Why not die where you're in love and love to be? I've been there 6.5 years and definitely getting worn out. That was the point I was making earlier, John. You must have heard me. I think people need a break from the Philippines. I know I do. Um, and once I get my break, all I want to do is come back, and it's like I feel refreshed. It's good for me to get a change of pace, change of scenery, um, kind of indulge in things that I haven't indulged in. It's even more fun now that I take my wifey with me and she gets to see stuff for the first time. So I get to see it through her eyes also. That's fun. And, but you know what? It could be worse. There's a lot of dissension around the world right now. There's a lot going on. Um, Boy, we could have a lot worse, couldn't we? All of us. Hi from Mississippi. Thank you. Pina Pina. I'm sorry. Those Kathleen should be working. Paul, ever thought about putting any of your life lessons and stories on paper or maybe an ebook? I have thought about writing a book, not an ebook, but I've thought about writing a book. Um, yeah, to answer your question, yes, but it wouldn't be an ebook; it would be a paperback. I got a new member. Thank you, Lee, so much. Appreciate you, boss. And you know what I want members to do? Well, I'll do it from. I'll do that in the member video. I'm gonna do a member video here next day or so. Doggy treats from my buddy Joe Spice. Thank you, brother. You've been with me forever. Love you. Focus on. I'll take 3.2% all day on my military pension. I don't know about that. Do you get raises on military pensions? Does that increase? Hit the like button, bend and stretch, or you may be sent to a nameless guy in South America and put in rotation. Comment. That's the comment of the stream right there. Randy, you are the winner. Wish I had a gift to give you. Want a battery? I got a battery. You want that, Randy? We have 407 on the live stream. Do we really? Let's get those likes. Yeah, we don't know why, but we like to get likes on live streams. It's a tradition. Traditions are good. Good morning to you, Tom. Filipino people aren't fond of birth control for animals or their citizens. Overpopulation. Well, there's an opinion that Mel's entitled to. Medicare premiums will rise also. There goes your Social Security COLA. COLA's going up 3.2%. I think it averages 50 or 60 bucks, something like that. And the Part B is going up $10. Hey, hi to you. Hope you and Edith are doing good. Yeah, that's an inside joke for people that have been with me for a long time. So thank you, Rick. You've been with me for a long time. I know by that comment. The Ugly Truth has become a YouTube member. Awesome sauce. Thank you. We are going to have a lot of fun. on the YouTube members. I think I'm gonna have more fun on that friggin' YouTube member channel. I feel like I'm more free on that. I feel like it can be a little looser and a little goofier, and kind of like I'll be able to get more feedback from people that are in that little niche. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And I want to have you guys tell me what you think would be cool to do. I'm sorry to hear you lost your friend, Paul. Thank you, Monty. Actually, to be candid with you, he was an acquaintance, a nice gentleman. Him and I had a few things in common, but we didn't run with the same crowds. And um, he passed away, and we're doing the old embassy thing. So, and you know how that works. Go Dolphins. So make sure you guys also check out my buddy Monty at Crew Family Philippines. He is the guy that's responsible for me being here on YouTube. Did you change your diaper? Oh, look, we got a jokester in the house. Let's see, let's go back. This is what's considered humor from the people sitting in their house. I know they're not in the Philippines, and they're probably, I don't know, what age do you think this guy is? Let's see, which part of New Brunswick? Okay, you guys are discussing amongst yourselves. Thank you very much for doing that. The vax that are given to babies contain mercury. Okay, we'll look that up. Good morning and good evening. Yeah, back at you. Any thoughts on the Campbell blog, Province Life? Seems like he is in a tough spot and his girlfriend Rose can't go help because she isn't visa eligible. I've got to confess, I've never seen that channel. I'm not a big other channel watcher, if that makes sense. There's a lot of people that I'm subscribed to as courtesy because they're my friends. There's 4 or 5 guys and women that I watch on a regular basis, but I'm sorry that I'm not familiar with them. I'll check them out. Good morning from Pete, Ontario, Canada. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see, a plan after passing makes it a lot easier for the family or the people left behind. It sure does. And I'm experiencing that. And I think it's important that we share the good and the bad and the ugly, no matter where we're broadcasting from. And so, like I said, turned a little light bulb in my head. Something could happen to me tomorrow. And my wifey wouldn't be fully equipped, if I have to be honest with you. I've dropped that ball, and tomorrow I plan on tomorrow or the next day. Tomorrow's Monday. I'm going to start getting that done. Make a few phone calls. Big shout out to Phil McCracken on his 30th birthday. Yeah, big shout out. Why is today a bad day? You got to watch the beginning of the live stream, boss. I'm sorry. Thanks for all the live stream, Paul. I've always been a pleasure to sit and listen and visit with you. I wish you well. Good night, Zane. I think we're going to pull the plug here in about 15 minutes. That's a good question. I don't know. I'll find out tomorrow. So I'll do some kind of follow-up on this. I believe the embassy handles it in this situation. I honestly don't know, but I'm going to ask because it was suggested earlier that I do a video at end of life here in the Philippines, and this whole situation has sort of sparked me and inspired me to check into it, verify, validate, get some names, get some numbers, get some places, find out what the process is, how much it costs, and then share that information as soon as I know it. All right. Well, I don't mind you making jokes, but I'm going to put you in timeout support. It's like the 4th person today. It's a drag. It's been a long time since I've had to do that. Okay, so here we are, back to a normal crazy person. Hi, Paul. I don't know if I've ever caught a live stream before. Blessings to you and May. Thank you so much for jumping in, man. Well, I never do it at this time, so I think there's different people on. Hi, Paul. Hi, B. 1,000 helmets, I think, November 20th. Yeah, that may be. I think that was the goal. I don't know if we got there or not, but he's saying November 20th. I think that's the date. To be honest with you, I'll have to call him. Love your videos. Coming for a visit for a month or so. Cool, John. Hope you enjoy. FYI, expats, not all Filipinos will adopt to the Western experience. We're coming home to Cebu after a year in Canada. So your Filipino didn't care for it. I have another couple, same thing. She went over there with him, and she's like, I just want to go home. Yes, hello to the old dogs. I'm one, but definitely not a porch dog. I got you, Pete. I think it's mostly old dogs and crazy people. From Cokeburg, PA. Thanks, Dan. Paul, be careful in your wording when suggesting any legal or medical suggestions. Some bloggers have been shut down for giving advice on their channel. Steve Montelli was one of them shut down. Yeah, Bruce, I'm trying to be careful on that. Did I say something incorrect? If I did, I apologize. Let me know. I just simply said that I think it's a good idea for me to go to a lawyer, and I ask people's input on that when it comes to end-of-life situations. I didn't know Steve Montelli got shut down. I was friends with Steve. Hello from Lena, Illinois. I'm planning on visiting soon. Very cool. Focus. Okay, you guys are chatting. Cool. 20G. I don't know what that means, but okay. Thank you, Drifting Nomad. I appreciate you, man. Hi, Paul May. I'm a longtime fan. New member. Been to the Phils 4 times, and at 62, I'm selling my house in the summer to visit and decided whether I want to stay permanently or part-time. Hello to baby May. You got it all. I think that's really the best situation, is if you could be bi-coastal, you know, have a place here, have a place there. Hi from Melbourne, 12 degrees Celsius. Here now, hope to be there before Christmas. Cool. Warm up. Good morning, Paul from Austin, Texas. Hi, Gerald. I was close to the Van Buren. Okay, you guys are discussing amongst yourself. That's good. Well, I really enjoy your live streams better than your videos because of the multitude of topics we get to discuss. Yeah, it's fun for me too. But the videos are the videos. Well, Harley John, thank you very much, sir. Hello, Paul. Been a subscriber for over a year. Coming to Dumagetti November 30th for 3 days. Where do you guys hang out? I go to Tom Tom's Coffee on the Boulevard. Other guys go to Ground Zero. Those are the 2 main places for coffee. I go to Tom Tom's, and a lot of other guys go to Ground Zero. Morning, Paul. 39 degrees in Massachusetts when I woke up at 6 a.m. Little nippy. Thank you very much. Any thoughts on expats living in Buchandan area of Mindanao? Leaving Tennessee Tuesday to take a look around Mindanao to find a place to retire next year. Not a place I've been, my friend, so I can't comment on it. I've been down to Zamboanga, the southern tip of Mindanao, and I didn't feel real safe there. That's another story. I don't know, brother. If I knew, I'd tell you. Give Paul a like or else. That's right. I don't know what else is, but I like the sound of it. Hi, Paul. I've watched your videos for quite some time and used your information to make a decision to move to the Philippines. Wow. Well, I hope you watch this one to know that it's not Nirvana. And you may get here and you may not like it. So you heard it here first. But I hope you do like it. Let's see. I always like the story about the way you ended up with Tada. You need to share that with us again. Oh, real quick. I was sitting at Ground Zero, the coffee shop I just mentioned, and I was shooting the breeze and sitting there lying to 4 or 5 other guys. And May comes marching up, and she's got this friggin' dog in a bag, this little puppy, and she couldn't come in because they didn't allow dogs in Ground Zero. So I said, someone said, "Hey, Paul, there's your wife. She's got a dog." And I said, "Oh boy." So I went outside and I said, "Baby, what are we doing here?" And she said, "I said, why do you have a dog?" And she said, "I borrowed it." I said, "You borrowed a dog?" Yeah. She said it was at my sister's house, and her sister has 3 kids, and they were beating the dog with sticks, and it was chained up outside, and eating rice, and it looked like hell. That's ta-da. And she said, so I borrowed it to give it a break, and that was all it took. I said, okay. So on the way home, we pulled over. There was a pet store that we got ta-da, her first bath. She didn't like that at all, and brought her home, and that was the end of that. Now Tada's runs the whole show. You guys want to see Tada? Come here, Tada. Here, baby. Yeah. Help me close this out, Tada. All right. What do you think? We should do that. All right. Hello, Paul, and me and Alma met you at breakfast in Cebu. Oh yeah. We don't live far from you here in Valencia and hope to have coffee someday. Cool, man. I remember that. We were you were the second guy I met over there at the hotel in Cebu. I remember at the breakfast buffet. It was nice to meet you, and we can hang out here anytime. Just pop into Tom Tom sometime. Hi, Paul. I just found your YouTube channel yesterday. Wow. Greetings from Malaysia. Awesome. Thank you so much. I always wonder how people find the channel. A super sticker from Gary King. Thank you so much, man. Let's see. Watching from Belgium here. Cool. I could do a waffle joke, but I won't. Greetings from Columbus, Sri Lanka. And I'll tell you what, we're all over the place tonight. And again, we're discussing amongst ourselves. I just absolutely love that. Yeah, get in there today. Love your interview style. Keep up the interesting guests. I've had some cool guests on lately, and I was discussing that today with a friend of mine. That I'm going to try to. I'm working on to be a little more selective as to who I have on. Hey, Paul, we are from Peru, living in Malaysia over 10 years. Wow. The wifey and I are going to go to Kuala Lumpur, and our friends, Dan and Chong from Vagabond Awake and Hobo Ventures, are over there right now. Naples, Florida, 9:04 a.m. Oh, okay, we're 12 hours difference. Charles Cox, hello from Odessa. I don't hear anything but a buzz in my head. Yeah, I call that Tuesday. No, but we have some sort of cricket or something in here, and I got a fan on, so I apologize. Hi from Southern California, where I was born and raised. You could use AirPods as your mic and get rid of extraneous noise. Pretty sure you could use it for interviews with your guests using the other. Yeah, the little microphones I have got the little wind thing on there. They work pretty good. I had a dedicated microphone, but it went south. So I'm just, I do have ambient noise. So we'll lock it up here in a few minutes. I can tell I'm annoying people with the sound. Hi, Paul. Can you tell me about the crypto culture in the Philippines? I know nothing about it. I know it's just all online. Nobody I know deals in it. I take that back. Rike, a life beyond the sea, he does some crypto stuff, but it's never interested me. Hi, do you have any advice for my mate? He had his first date with a ladyboy. He said he couldn't sit down for a week after. Well, yeah, my advice is never slow dance. All right. Oops, my comment was too long. I was wondering if you or anyone else experienced bringing pets to the Philippines on an airline. Yeah, and a guy brought a cat, and my friend Tom Sullivan brought his doggy, and it was like expensive, and they had to fill out a lot of paperwork. I think what you have to do is contact the airlines, um, and they'll give you the skinny on what's necessary. But I do know they have to be up to date on their shots. They have to go to a vet. They have to get some kind of a letter from the vet, and that should avoid quarantine when you arrive. And I think you got to buy them. Well, you got to buy them a plane ticket. I don't know what the dealio is on that. Let's see, Paul. You're a stand-up guy. I love your content. Thank you, Popcorn Sutton. Oops, I just got here. What happened? No one knows. We're all still trying to figure it out. Let's see, we are down to just 6 rescue dogs, 2 wieners, getting damn expensive to feed the pack. Good for you, man. I love the wiener dogs. Save them all. I plan on retiring. I live in South Carolina. Well, it's a good place to retire, for me at least. Hello, Paul. Gary here from Olongapo City, Philippines. Sorry, I can't pronounce words like that. Have you seen the regular guy lately? He is a good dude. I was supposed to bump into him when I was in Cebu and didn't. So he's leaving for Canada, I think, in a week, and he's going to be back after 7 weeks. So I'm sure we'll encounter each other again. He was a lot of fun to hang out with. A little flighty, he's just kind of fidgety, but no, a solid guy. And I think people have the wrong impression of him to some degree. But I found him to be very cordial, very intelligent. He was funny, and we got along great. So, so far so good with the regular guy, Scotty Boy and the Philly Willie. Let's see. God bless you. Praying we can visit Anawan, Southern Leyte next year. Well, I hope you can too, Richard. I plan to bring about 30 basketball hoop nets with me. Every video I see a basketball hoop, no net. That would be cool. I've never heard that suggested before, but that would be totally awesome. Yeah, awesome. Randy R. LOL. Okay. Yes, a lot of dissension among the world. Absolutely, Paul. It's a mad, mad world. So you may be one of the best places. You're the happiest. Yeah, home is where the heart is, right? Um, I get to griping about dogs and bugs and infrastructure and smog. And then I turn on the TV and I think, well, there but for the grace of God go I. So, whew. I wonder how many old timers are adjusting their hearing aids thinking that cricket noise. Probably quite a few. This whole video was to torment the elderly. I'm new here. Why is today a sad day? It's at the beginning of the video. It'll replay in a minute. As soon as we end this, it'll recycle. And then if you don't mind, you can just catch the first 15 minutes. You'll have the whole story. Let's see. Yes. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So they do get the raise. That's good. God bless. That's awesome. I'm glad. I didn't know if it was a separate deal or not, but I figured they kept up with inflation somehow. Even though it's not fair the way they calculate it. But don't get me started. Hey, Paul, just seen you live. Lovely to see you. I'm in the UK. Awesome. Thanks for being here, man. I have part A, B, C, D through United States. L, the point cost is the taxes on SSI. Yeah, I just got the A and the B. I don't know about the C and the D. U.S. military pensions up for quota increases every year. That usually follows the SS. Okay, good. That's fair, I guess. Even though they do a crappy, they got a crappy, what do you call it? Formula. It's not right. Why sad? Oh, it's the beginning of the video. Don't make me say it all over again. Thanks for asking. We have a new member. And I promise you, you're going to get your 99 cents worth. I tell you. But remember, you get what you pay for. Let's see, I was there when they maybe passed it, but Medicare could be used overseas. And I'm holding my breath. It doesn't seem like very much is getting through anywhere, brother. Um, I've never seen it so stymied in all my life. That's another topic. That'll be on the members only. Those kind of topics we'll get into on members only, I think. It'll be a little less generic. See, there are a lot of similarities in weather and landscapes between here and Florida. Yeah, I was in Florida for a very short period of time back in the mid 80s. And I agree. See, where am I? Marine vet. God bless you. Hey, Paul, I'm a Chicagoan in Korea. Been watching you for a year or so. Was just in Bohol to meet my Filipina and had a good time. She should be coming here in December. Hope you've been well. Thanks for your visit. Well, thank you for coming along, man. Korea sounds like a cool place to go check out. Good morning, good afternoon in the UK. We got a lot of UK people here. I guess the evening is best for me to broadcast and get into the UK. Good morning, good evening. Hope all is well and God bless it. My old buddy Canine Companion. Been with us forever. Love him. Let's see. Thanks, Doc. Wishing winter and Sunday, bad day, better day soon. Mr. Stream, putting a good thought. God bless you. Thank you very much. Good to see you, Sean. Don't watch Focus on Asia. It'll turn you off YouTube totally. LOL. I think that's a plug for Focus on Asia. Hey, Paul, good to hear you live and late. Hope to go over to again. Hopefully next month and maybe catch you. Sure thing. Let's see. I'm going to wrap it up, kids. Let's see. Hi, Paul. What do you think about YouTubers that put Filipino women out there available for everybody, if you know what I mean? I'm not sure I do know what you mean. I know there's always questionable content on all spectrums, but it means what you mean by putting them out there. And again, I got to confess, I don't watch a lot of other channels. I hear Part B on my Medicare is going up, cost me double. It's going to cost $10 more, John. Hello, Paul. Mark from Fredericksburg, Virginia. I won a contest one time and I got a trip to Fredericksburg, Virginia. Had a great time. I paid a little over $1,000 for my cremation. So far, I've not used it. Yeah, you can prepay for stuff out here. So that'll be part of that video that I do about end of life. What do you want down, baby? Okay, there you go. Good, I was had enough. That's something I will ask. I'll ask about a regular funeral, cremation, kind of a price range, all that good stuff. The fun videos, when you're dead. Thanks for having the guts to go online. Well, all you have to do is turn the computer on. One of the reasons I haven't canceled my life insurance, in case I do get the opportunity to and I get married again. Not a bad idea. Okay, talking to each other. Good. Hey, Paul, I like your channel. You're a good guy. I hope to meet you in 2024 when I move there and start my SS. What a great feeling. Definitely a crazy person. All crazy people are welcome. Awesome. A lot of guys coming, Michael, in January. Staying home for Christmas, I'm imagining, and avoiding the high ticket prices and the madness of traveling in December. True cremation is handled like the pig is for Lechon. No. The woke crowd have been exposed as the wimps and the complainers they are. Disregard them and mock them. Yeah, I get a few. It's it comes with the territory. You reckon hooking up with a divorce? Well, right now there are no divorce Filipinos. It's against the law. There's legislation going in to make divorce legal here. But you can meet not a divorce, but you can meet someone that's had a marriage annulled. From Florida's in the house, Zeus. K. Paul, living in CDO from Las Vegas. Been here 1 year, having a great time. Have a beautiful house here. Cool. CDO is someplace I've always wanted to go and never did. Hi, Paul. I've always loved your show and baby May. You're both perfect for each other. I'm turning 62 next month. Love watching you both. Well, thank you so much, Robert. Yeah, I wish the wifey was on here with me, but she's in there, sawing logs. Damn, you would think since I'm retired military and have to go pay for Medicare HK, keep TRICARE while in Thailand. That BS should be fixed. I'm not really versed on that, but I'll take your word for it. All right, chatting. If I move there, I'm getting a generic. Yeah, it's a cute little puppy. Where's the other one? Where's Yippee? Probably in with May. Hey, how are you? Check that out. 15 Nomad became a member. And a guy write me today saying that he's not going to watch me anymore because I set up a membership for 99 cents and that it's too expensive. Okay, thanks for your input. You can still watch for free, but he refuses to do that too. Got under his skin. I think it's important to have people you can trust as you get older, as you get to a bad spot. Many guys seem like they don't trust their wives and girlfriends. That's a fact. Fools rush in, right? A lot of guys get dialed in with some women over here. Not knocking the women, but knocking the rushing in part. And so there needs to be someone that you can trust. And if you don't have anybody here, if you don't have anybody back from your home, my thinking, not advice, just my thinking, is a lawyer. Hello, Dada. Hey, Ada says hello. Love the dog, so cute. I'm a dog lover too. Yeah, dogs are special. Birmingham's in the house. Well, I'll tell you what is it with all the British people today? I love it. I thought all British people hated me. They called me a Yank or something, but I guess I was wrong. Thankfully, I was wrong. Thanks, Eileen. Another female. See, 9% females on the channel. I'm proud of that. Joe Spice became a member. Right on, Joe. What's the news? Oh boy. We're just getting ready to wrap it up, Kev. So maybe you can watch the rerun. First 15 minutes is all you need to watch. The Back, New York. Pearl in Texas is here. What happened? We're wrapping it up right now, boss. So the replay will come up, and then the first 15 minutes should get you squared away. 60, would you recommend me? I don't recommend anybody to do anything. I simply explain what I've done, and if you think it's a fit, cool. If you don't, fully understand that too. So that's kind of the whole purpose of my channel. I do a video diary of my life here, what it's like, what I've experienced, the good, the bad. Tonight happens to be bad, and it's totally your decision, boss. I don't know you, so if I knew you personally, if you want a suggestion, maybe come visit for a month. The cricket and the fan are part of the Philippines experience. You got that right. See, we're talking about things that might drive you crazy. That cricket doesn't turn you off. Well, then you're in good shape. I'm from Cebu Business Park. Thanks for introducing me to Mike's channel. Met him and Janet in person. Awesome. You guys are blinded from this man. This is nothing but used car salesman. That's right, folks. Let's just get it straight. I'm nothing but a low down, rotten used car salesman. We've got it from John Blaze. We have to believe it. Hi, Paul. I'm back to see my partner in 3 weeks. Not sure we can get down to Doom. If we do, we'll see you at Tom Tom's. I hope so. Hey, John, you want to join us over at Tom Tom's tonight or tomorrow? Mike in the Philippines just did a video on shipping your goods and your pet. Okay, there you go. So for you guys that want to ship your goods or your pet, you got a video. On a light note, raindrops keep falling on my head. I'm shrinking so fast. Jenny Smith, I'm bringing my dog in November. You need to get an import permit. Here we go, kids. From the Philippines Bureau of Animal Industries, complete with recent rabies, vac certificate, deworming, vac certificate, and USDA certificate. There you have it. Take a screenshot if you're bringing your doggy or your kitty or your lizard. Let's see. Is regular guy on the autism spectrum like me? I have Asperger's. I have a friend with Asperger's, and I don't think regular guy fits into that. But he is he is flighty, I guess is the word. He's a bit impulsive and so yeah, maybe, possibly. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I know that the time we spent together, we had a really good conversation and a good time. Um, but he's just fidgety is what comes to mind. It's like he needs to he's here for a while and then boom, he needs to go. And that's cool. Paula, is there a VA hospital in Manila? There is. Let's see. Also met the regular guy. He seems nice as well here in Cebu. We met a group of YouTubers in a coffee shop at the Ayala Center, Cebu. Damn, he is tall. He is tall. He is tall. Tall, dark, and handsome. That's the regular guy. Understanding the year, don't get me started, as our government is called. Yeah, don't get me started. We'll do that on our members only. Yes, in Manila. I'm looking forward to the members only thing because I think we can get into topics that, you know, might be a little on the edge. Watching quietly in the background from Boston. I love the picture. Hey, Paul, for Fred. I'm in Thailand. Just saying hello. Cool. I wonder where you are in Thailand because my friend's going to Hua Hin. Have a great day. You too, boss. We're going to be signing off, kids. Be well. Thank you very much. Oh, there's a clinic. Okay, there you go. Hi, Paul. I've been working on my PhD. Pretty huge. DXX. Is there a good place over there to improve my studies? I don't know. I don't know. The dog situation is the same when I was in Honduras. The dogs seem to be nicer here and meaner in Honduras. Probably the other way they're treated. I don't think the dogs here, Monty, are beaten. You know, they're just kind of ignored. What breaks my heart is I see them sometimes in cages out in the heat, but I can see in other countries, and I've seen dogs mistreated before. Hell, in America, they have what do they call dog fights, which are brutal. What was that? That football player, something Vic was doing that. Not cool. But yeah, I think the dogs here are just kind of ignored. They're not very aggressive. They're skittish. If you approach them, they kind of back away from you unless they got rabies and they chase you. Sorry about your friend. Remember, absent from the body, present with the Lord. I agree 1000%. Hey, Paul, I only discovered your channel recently. You provide reality for mid 50s male dreamers who have got carried away with their late idea of good weather, cheap living, and younger ladies. Provide reality, carried away. Yeah, it's kind of easy to get carried away, isn't it? Yeah, you're the kind of guy I'd like to talk to personally. Mid 50s. It's interesting to me. Hey, Paul, I see you here infrequently. Keep up the good work. Fun. Thank you. I don't do a lot of live streams. I was going to do a video and I got distracted and I felt like talking to somebody. So I made you people listen. Thinking you have a great sense of humor. Thank you very much. Good try. Let's see, you can divorce, you have to get it done. Oh, yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right. Um, that's correct. But when you asked about, I think somebody asked about a divorced female out here. The point I was making is that here there's no divorce. There's legislation pending. Tokyo. Wow, I'm jealous. I want to go to Tokyo. Part C is for health maintenance, such as health clubs and stuff like that. Part D is drugs. I don't think the C would interest me, but D useful. You got to get expensive drugs. Hello to everyone from the Hitman. K9's here. I'm seeing how to become a member. How do you? Oh, it says join. There's a button that says join somewhere. Let's see it. Can you please answer that phone? What? I can't hear over that chirp. Let's see. Hi, Paul. Great info over the years. Could we come to your wonderful channel and tell our Filipino story for the long lost youth? Hold on one second. Let me repeat this. Okay. Hi, Paul. Great info over the years. Could we come on your wonderful channel and tell the Filipino story looking for their long lost U.S. military fathers who don't know they fathered on their Asian kids? I don't see why not. Sounds good to me. More people I meet, the more I love my dog. I'm not going to answer. I'm just going to go like this. Okay, so I apologize. I don't watch a lot of other YouTube channels, and I'm not familiar with your channel. So there you have it. I apologize. But I'll check you out. And then just hit me up, and we'll have a conversation. Let's see. Nobody's worried about the World War. Current events, not good. Well, we don't do that a lot of that on this. I try to keep this to the Philippines and not get into that stuff. Might be something we would do on the members only, though. I have an opinion. I keep it to myself. I find that complaining doesn't do any good without a solution. I think that's what drives me loopy. People like to get on and complain and make a statement, but I go, well, where's the solution? And they don't have one. So why are you complaining? I can hear the same thing on the news. Don't get me started. Here we go. All right, Old Dog and Baby may have the best information about moving to the Philippines. I don't know if it's the best, but we try. And what you need to do, always remember, boots on the ground are the best. Good morning from Florida. Well, thank you very much. Al Burns agrees. I'd like to go visit, but safe travel time. It's always safe out here. I feel very safe out here. Safe travel time? I'm not sure what that means, boss. When are you headed back to Cebu? Well, not for a while. We did our thing in Cebu. In fact, we pulled the plug a day early because neither one of us were feeling good. But Cebu, I've decided, would not be for us. May and I talked about it. Cebu seems to be centered around Ayala Mall because there's food, there's shops, and I don't know what else you would do. So it seems like living in Cebu means that you go to Ayala Mall every day. That's just not my thing. Ayala Mall is a lot of fun to go to for a couple of days. In fact, we would go there again, excuse me, just to go to Ayala Mall and see the shops, which has got more selection. They've got different restaurants, different food. But to live there, I don't think so. Good morning, Paul from Chicagoland. Love you and baby May. We love you back. It's less than a month. I will stop following you. The reason I will stop following you is because I will be back in the Philippines living it. Just saying. You know what, brother? You and everybody else that moves here. I totally get it. Tinder chat, adult chat. Ooh, we can't have that on there. Have you ever spoken to Derek? Yeah, I spoke to him today. In fact, that's part of the story. Yeah. It's in the rerun, I guess, now. You're the best, Paul. Love your informative channel. Thank you so much, Stephen B. I love your picture. I follow for a while. Love your YouTube. What happened? When I said, sorry, late. What happened? My friend, it's going to be in the rerun, but I'll post right after this. Made us listen. You remember? You do remember we're crazy? Yeah. That's why I love you. If you get married in the Philippines, there is one exception to the law regarding divorce. A foreigner can divorce, but she cannot divorce you. Just saying. You're right again. It's not fair, is it? I could go back to America and divorce May. Get divorce papers. come back and have a clean cinema. She wouldn't have that option. Good afternoon from London. I watch your blogs every time I can and enjoyed very much. Well, thank you very much. We got a lot of people from the UK in today, tonight. Finally, I get to sit down and have coffee with you. From Florida till I get there early next year, I live the rest of my life. Thus are my days. 64 years old and retired. Good on you, brother. We got more days behind us than we do in front of us, my friend. Glad to see you're maintaining your weight loss, Paul. Thank you. In fact, I fasted today. No food. Somebody said I should do a video on that. I don't know. What do you guys think? If beach or boat fishing were your thing, where would you live? Canada. Not the beach, but boat fishing, I'd live in Canada. I think that's the last of our comments. What do you know? I made it through all the comments. High five for me. High 10 for me. Thumbs up, everybody. God bless you all. I'll see you next time. Thanks for stepping in.